Salut tout le monde et bienvenue à un nouvel épisode du podcast. Mon nom est Joey Alfieri et encore une fois, deuxième semaine, on est en vidéo. J'ai reçu plusieurs commentaires. Le monde sont contents que finalement, on est rendu en vidéo. Vous pouvez toujours nous écouter via podcast. Si vous êtes dans l'auto, vous ne pouvez pas nous voir. Si vous jamais voulez downloader l'audio seulement, vous pouvez toujours le faire. Mon producteur Sam, qui est caméraman et DJ et vidéaste et tout ça, il fait un excellent travail. Donc, vous pouvez toujours downloader, télécharger, je devrais dire. Downloader, c'est un anglicisme, hein? Pas mal. Télécharger, oui. Vous pouvez toujours télécharger l'audio du podcast si jamais ça vous tente. OK, on a une émission quand même assez chargée. On va revenir sur le dernier match contre les Argonauts de Toronto. Écoute, je pense que j'ai perdu comme 20 livres juste en sueur avec ce match-là. Absolument fou. La fin de la rencontre. Donc, on va revenir sur ce match-là. Je vais vous parler des choses que j'ai observées. Et on va continuer à faire un aperçu du match contre les Stampeders qui s'en vient quand même assez rapidement. Jeudi à Calgary, les Stampeders et Vernon Adams Jr. jouent quand même vraiment du bon football. Ils viennent de battre Winnipeg 2 matchs de suite. Ils ont gagné vendredi passé, je crois, à Winnipeg. Ils ont joué vraiment un bon match. Leur attaque explosive, mais leur défensive très bonne aussi. Donc, on va parler du match et d'un affrontement en particulier en deux joueurs que j'ai vraiment hâte de voir. Donc écoutez jusqu'à la fin. Je vais vous parler d'un affrontement en particulier dont j'ai hâte de voir pour cette rencontre de jeudi. Et dans quelques minutes, mon invité cette semaine va être le secondeur intérieur, M. Darnell Sankey, qui va se joindre à nous. OK, donc on commence une séquence, 5 matchs de suite. Pas sur la route, mais contre des équipes de l'Ouest. On a évidemment Calgary cette semaine. On revient à la maison pour jouer 2 matchs en 6 jours. On a Saskatchewan et Edmonton. On retourne sur la route. On va affronter les Lions de la Colombie-Britannique sur la route, comme j'ai mentionné. Et on revient à domicile jouer les Blue Bombers de Winnipeg. On va avoir une semaine de congé après ça. Et on revient à domicile le 6 septembre pour affronter les Tiger Cats de Hamilton. Donc, ça veut dire que les 5 prochains matchs à domicile, un mélange, 3 à domicile, 2 sur la route. Mais ça va être juste contre des équipes de l'Ouest, ce qui veut dire qu'éventuellement, il va y avoir beaucoup de matchs contre notre propre division, la division Est. Donc, écoute, les Alouettes ont quand même bien performé dans leur division, les matchs divisionnels. Donc, on a perdu contre les Tiger Cats à Hamilton, mais on a battu les Argos 2 fois et le Rouge et Noir 1 fois. Donc, 3-1 contre les équipes de la division Est. Évidemment, la victoire la plus récente contre les Argonauts, un match qui a débuté, c'était compliqué en début de match. C'est sûr, on ne se le cachera pas. Même pas en début de match, mais c'était plus lors du deuxième quart. Et des fois, il faut être chanceux et des fois, il faut provoquer des jeux. Donc, vers la fin de la première demi, on a vu le receveur 86 de Toronto, Coxie, se faufiler tout seul dans les zones profondes, puis Nick Arbuckle l'a manqué de peu. Mais ça aurait coûté 7 points aux Alouettes. Puis là, c'était juste avant la mi-temps. Je pense qu'il restait genre 1 minute ou moins d'1 minute à la demi. Et ça aurait été un coup solide aux chances de la victoire aux Alouettes. Mais ils n'ont pas exécuté le jeu. Et les Alouettes sont rentrés à la mi-temps. Puis le troisième quart, c'était quand même... Ils ont mieux joué, mais vraiment, ils ont marqué des points en fin de troisième quart. Et c'est là, si vous avez écouté mon live d'après-match, je l'avais mentionné à ce moment-là. Et j'avais posé la question au coach et à plusieurs joueurs, mais quand tu joues le match ou quand tu travailles, c'est lui qui... Jason Maas, évidemment, il faut qu'il soit un peu partout pendant le match. Tu n'as pas vraiment la chance d'observer chaque moment clé dans une rencontre. Moi qui regardais de l'extérieur, moi c'était clair, le jeu, il y en a plusieurs là, qui ont changé le match, évidemment, mais ce qui a commencé à changer l'allure du match, qui a changé le momentum de la rencontre, pour moi, c'était le retour de beauté de dégagement de James Letcher qui a mené éventuellement au toucher de Cole Speaker. Donc, le retour de Letcher a donné de l'énergie sur les lignes de côté. Et évidemment, la passe parfaite de Davis Alexander à Cole Speaker dans le coin de la zone début a vraiment changé, a donné le ton au quatrième quart. Ça, c'est venu en fin de troisième quart et ça a donné une avance de 11 points. Ça a coupé l'avance de 18 à 11 points. Donc, tu sais, ça a donné un peu de vie aux Alouettes. Là, malheureusement, Letcher n'a pas été en mesure de finir la rencontre. On va voir s'il est en mesure de jouer cette semaine. On a embauché Lincoln Victor, un ancien du Rouge et Noir. Et c'est drôle, on l'a signé dimanche, il a pratiqué toute la semaine. Mais tu sais, Lincoln Victor, je l'ai remarqué évidemment dans les 2 matchs que le Rouge et Noir ont joué contre les Alouettes, les matchs hors concours. Je me suis dit, OK, quand même, pas pire receveur. Je pense qu'il y avait 4 attrapés pour 22 verges lors de la deuxième rencontre à Ottawa entre les 2 équipes. Puis je me suis dit, OK, pas pire. Je m'attendais à ce qu'il fasse le club. Évidemment, ils avaient Devante Dedmon que Lil Pimpleton. Donc, Lincoln Victor n'a pas été en mesure de se tailler un poste avec le Rouge et Noir. Mais c'est un gars que j'ai observé, que j'ai vu de près les 2 matchs hors concours et je me suis dit, OK, il y a du talent, ce gars-là. Et je lui ai parlé après la pratique d'aujourd'hui. On est mardi. On enregistre le balado mardi après-midi. Je lui ai parlé et je lui ai demandé, tu sais, tu faisais quoi? Il était à Washington State. Il s'entraînait. Puis il m'a dit qu'il a avoué qu'il écoutait le match. Il dit depuis que je suis dans la Ligue canadienne de football, il a signé sur l'équipe de réserve à Ottawa l'an passé. Il dit j'écoute beaucoup la Ligue canadienne de football, même après que j'ai été retranché par le Rouge et Noir. Il dit puis en écoutant le match, je savais déjà. Les Alouettes ont eu un premier contact avec lui il y a quelques semaines, puis ils lui ont dit si jamais on a des blessures au poste de receveur, tu es parmi la liste de joueurs qu'on appellerait en cas d'urgence ou en cas de blessure, je devrais dire. Donc, il écoutait le match, il a vu la blessure à James Letcher et il a reçu un texto pendant le match de l'autre direction des Alouettes qui lui ont dit « Hey, est-ce que tu peux être à Montréal en fin de semaine? On commence notre pratique dimanche. » Il a dit oui, il a été en mesure de venir et c'est lui qui a pratiqué comme retourneur toute la semaine. On va voir si Letcher, comme j'ai mentionné, est en mesure de jouer. Mais c'est quand même juste tout ça pour dire qu'il a connu une bonne semaine de pratique. On va voir s'il joue ou pas, mais c'est sûr que ça ajoute de la profondeur au poste de retourneur. Tout ça pour dire, je trouve que malheureusement, même si Letcher n'a pas été en mesure de finir le match, je trouve que Letcher a vraiment contribué au succès de l'équipe et à la remontée la semaine passée. Pas marqué de toucher, mais une coupe de long retour qui a mené à des points éventuellement pour les Alouettes. Aussi, c'est sorti aujourd'hui la meilleure ligne à l'attaque la semaine passée, nommée par la Ligue canadienne de football et Pro Football Focus. C'est la ligne à l'attaque des Alouettes. Ça va être une clé cette semaine aussi, on va en parler un peu après. Mais les Alouettes n'ont pas accordé de sac du corps la semaine passée contre Toronto. C'est quelque chose dont, évidemment, avec la blessure à Davis Alexander qui ne jouera pas cette semaine, ça a passé un peu inaperçu. Mais la ligne a vraiment fait une bonne job. Ils ont fait du bon boulot à protéger le corps arrière des Alouettes. Et que dire de Davis Alexander? Je sais qu'il a été placé sur la liste des blessés des 6 matchs, mais quelle performance de Alexander en fin de match. Et ceux qui suivent les Alouettes de près depuis longtemps, vous allez peut-être vous en souvenir, mais mon premier camp d'entraînement avec les Alouettes en tant qu'employé, c'est en 2022. C'était le premier camp d'entraînement à Davis Alexander aussi. Et ce que je peux vous dire, c'est que Davis l'a démontré en match pré-saison. Je pense qu'il n'a même pas joué des quarts au complet. Il a joué une séquence, je m'en souviendrai toujours. On tirait de l'arrière à Hamilton et premier match hors concours. On tirait de l'arrière à Hamilton et Davis Alexander, c'est lui qui rentre dans le match. Dernière séquence à l'attaque. Pif, paf, boum, bing, bang, boum. Le ballon est un peu partout. Il trouve des receveurs différents. Et les Alouettes ont été en mesure de marquer le toucher, ce qui n'a pas été le toucher de la victoire, mais ça leur a donné l'avance dans le match avec peu de temps à faire. Les Tiger Cats, éventuellement, ont réussi un placement pour gagner la rencontre. Et quand il n'y avait plus de temps au cadran, mais quand il était sur le terrain, Davis Alexander a mené l'attaque. C'est une situation de pression. Je sais que c'est un match hors concours, mais pour lui, il joue il joue sa carrière parce que, tu sais, si tu as une séquence à l'attaque, si tu as une mauvaise séquence, il y a des bonnes chances que tu te fasses couper. Donc, il y a beaucoup de pression dans cette situation-là. Et si vous vous souvenez, la semaine d'après, à domicile contre Ottawa, si je ne me trompe pas, même situation. On tirait de l'arrière, Davis Alexander embarque tard dans le match et il mène une attaque. L'attaque à l'autre bout du terrain, on marque un toucher, puis on gagne le match. Donc, tu sais, c'est quelque chose qu'il a toujours fait. Vous vous en souvenez, l'année passée à Regina, même chose. Tu sais, il n'avait pas pratiqué de la semaine parce qu'il avait retourné chez lui, parce que son père, la santé de son père n'allait pas bien. Il revient jouer, il joue le match, puis c'était loin d'être un match parfait, là, loin d'être parfait, mais il y avait 30-35 000 partisans bruyants des Rough Riders, et encore une fois, séquence à l'attaque, on tirait de l'arrière par 4-5 points, et c'est lui qui a marqué touché au sol, tu sais, un peu comme la semaine dernière, touché au sol sur les lignes tout au long des lignes de côté, et c'est lui qui marque le toucher de la victoire. Donc, tu sais, et même dans cette situation-là, un match pas facile, il s'est fait intercepter tôt dans la rencontre, mais il a été en mesure de revenir en force. Il a fini avec plus de 300 verges par la passe et il a marqué le toucher de la victoire. Donc, tu sais, il faut donner du crédit à Davis Alexander. Malheureusement, pas en mesure de jouer. Et juste pour clarifier, la liste des blessés de 6 matchs, on peut enlever un joueur. Tu sais, c'est pas nécessairement vrai qu'il va manquer les 6 matchs. Dans ce cas-ci, c'est possible qu'il pourrait manquer les 6 matchs. Mais on peut enlever Davis Alexander de la liste des blessés des 6 matchs si jamais il est en santé avant tout ça. Donc c'est pas mal ça. Écoute, la défensive, c'est juste mon dernier point avant qu'on passe à Darnell Sankey. Je voulais juste mentionner, tu sais, la défensive, oui, les Argonauts ont été en mesure d'avoir du succès en attaque lors de la première mi-temps. Mais pensez-y un peu. Il y a l'échappée de Cole Speaker qui, tout le monde pensait, quand il était tellement seul, tout le monde pensait, c'est sûr, les Alouettes allaient prendre l'avance avec 2 minutes 30 à faire. Malheureusement, il échappe le ballon, les Argonauts récupèrent le ballon, et là, tout le monde, moi j'étais dans les estrades et je regarde dans le stade, tout le monde était pas mal déçu, pensait que le match était terminé. Mais prochaine séquence en défensive, tu as Sean Oakman qui vient arracher le ballon des mains de Nick Arbuckle. C'est lui qui récupère et éventuellement, on marque le toucher de la victoire. Ça, il faut le mentionner. La défensive n'a pas baissé les épaules, se sont mis à travailler et ils ont provoqué le revirement qui a mené au toucher de Davis Alexander. Donc, il faut donner, je sais qu'on donne beaucoup d'amour et beaucoup de crédit à la défensive. C'est une unité qui joue très bien depuis le début de la saison, mais je voulais juste souligner cette partie-là parce qu'il reste 2:30, je pense, environ, à ce match-là. Donc, le fait que la défensive est en mesure d'arracher le ballon des mains d'un joueur qui a été le MVP de la Coupe Grey l'an passé, le joueur le plus utile du championnat canadien, ben, c'est un vétéran quand même. C'est impressionnant de voir. Et évidemment, Kebenento qui réussit l'interception. Il faut soulever notre chapeau à Marc-Antoine Dequoy qui a amené la pression. Et Darnell Sankey aussi, d'ailleurs, c'est Dequoy qui a été en mesure de frapper le corps arrière Arbuckle. Mais Sankey, si Dequoy n'est pas là, c'est Sankey qui allait le ramasser. Donc, on va parler de ce jeu-là avec notre prochain invité, Darnell Sankey. Et aussi, j'ai fait un peu de recherche avant mon entrevue. Darnell Sankey a joué à Sacramento State. Il a joué à plusieurs positions, dont la position de centre arrière. Darnell Sankey comme centre arrière, on va lui parler de ça et du match qui s'en vient à Calgary prochainement après la pause avec Joey Alfieri et Darnell Sankey. Vous écoutez le PodcAls.
Anything you'd like to tell us about 88, number 88, your potential new kick returner?
Yeah, he's done a very good job since he's been here. I know he has a little bit of experience in the league with Ottawa, and we're happy to have him.
Yeah, about the injury, it started at the training camp. Do you know if it was related to the off-season?
Well, I mean, I think, obviously it was very early in our training camp. Whether he came in a little bit sore or whatnot, I mean, it happened. And I think rather than just, worrying about when or what, that's for next year to think about. Right now, we're just focused on trying to get him back as fast as possible, as healthy as possible. So, I won't speculate on when it could have occurred or, what happened. You know, obviously I know he put a lot of work and effort into training this year. His body looks different. He did a lot of training. So, you know, and it's his first time being the starter. And so there's a little bit of extra strain on everybody when you become that. So obviously he'll learn, he'll get better, but ultimately, you know, he is where he is now. And the idea is just to get him back as healthy as possible, as fast as possible.
Bethel-Thompson Rumble is an extremely talented receiver. However, you know, it's not having, I'm guessing, the season that you guys were hoping. What can you tell us, you know, about his performance so far this season?
Yeah, I mean, to me, a receiver just needs to do his job, which he's been doing for us. I mean, yeah, every ball hasn't gone his way. You know, when they have gone his way, there's been a couple of times he can come down with the ball, maybe that it hasn't been come down or the ball hasn't been thrown as well, you know, what have you. But, you know, he does his job every single week for us, and he's in the right spots, doing the right things. The offense, you know, is dictated a bit on how the defense performs and how the defense, you know, covers. So there's things that we'd like to get him that we don't get him throughout the game, but you know, we know how talented he is, and I know, you know, he will have a game that, whether you want to call it a breakout game or what have you. I know at the end of the year he plays all the games he's scheduled to play for us. His stats or what everybody else is projecting him to be, he'll be.
With Bethel-Thompson getting the third start this year with the group, just how much of a step do you expect from, you know, you probably had a step from the first to the second start, you know, with 2 weeks of practice also under his belt?
Yeah, he should be better. I mean, that's the idea, is that, you know, the more reps you take in this offense, the more reps you take in general with the guys in there, the better, more comfortable you're going to be, the better you're going to be. But quarterbacking is very simple. It comes down to decision making. When he's in there, no matter how many reps he has to make great decisions each and every play and be able to throw the ball accordingly, make the reads accordingly, you know, and lead the offense. And that's all he has to do. He doesn't do anything special. Just do that. And that'll be the focus. Do I expect him to be better than what he's been? Absolutely. And that's just because of the practice and the opportunities he's been given.
I dare say going into Calgary, he has to be better.
Well, I think, yeah, but I'll say this, our whole team has to be better. Like, that's the idea. You don't, you know, as a season goes, you get better every week. That's something, and you just keep progressing. So if just he gets better and nobody else gets better, then we're not going to be as good. So the idea isn't just one guy. It's just everybody gets better, and that's why you asked specifically about Bethel. I expect him to get better. I expect our whole team to be better, though. We want to be our best version of ourselves this week, going up against a great opponent, great competition for us. We want to see where we're at.
The defense hasn't been playing at the same level lately. What have you seen on their part that they could do better?
I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, they're giving up what they're giving up, which is very little in our league in points. And that's really what it comes down to for us. You know, their second down conversions are still really low. They still don't give up a lot of big plays. As a whole unit, they're still ranked number one. They do their things. You know, obviously just finishing every game. Every game comes down possibly the last 3 minutes. Your job is to finish and get the teams off the field. Last game they did it, and they did it tremendously. You know, you know, we're a physical football team. That's what I look at, and our defense plays that way. You know, would I like them to make every single play? Absolutely. Is that going to happen? Probably not. But the effort's there all the time. The way we play, I love. And so I'm very happy and pleased with the way our guys have been playing. But, you know, each week's a new opportunity. And so they just got to keep proving it each and every week.
What's your scouting report on the Stampeders? What makes them the team that they are?
I mean, they're a very well coached three-phase football team. They're very dangerous. They're obviously, you know, you name the category in it, they're in the top of just about everything. And the things that we believe in, you know, low amount of penalties. That means they have great discipline. They're leading the league. You know, they're right up there with us, +6 in turnover margin, so they take care of the ball. And if you look at all their stats on offense, defense, special teams, they're right near the top in most of them. So they're just a complete football team. They got really good playmakers all over the place. You know, they've done a very good job this year, and I think it's a great competition for us, and we're excited about playing them.
Re-bienvenue au PodcAls. Welcome back to the PodcAls. This is the English portion of the show where we interview current Montreal Alouettes star. And this week, nice enough to join us, is middle linebacker Darnell Sankey. Darnell, thanks for being here, man.
I appreciate you for having me.
All right. So there was something I was wondering on the play that led to the Ento interception. Okay. I know Dequoy is the one who hits the quarterback, but you came in. If Dequoy didn't hit him, you were there. You would have smoked him.
Right.
So I think you were standing up the whole way on that play. Like, I don't think you went to the ground. Did you?
I'm not too sure. I don't know. I think I stumbled. I may have stumbled, but
whatever.
I mean,
but my point was, I was like, you know, we sitting on the outside, we get to watch the whole play happen, right? Mm-hmm. But for you, like when you smoked the quarterback,
Yeah.
Like, what's your reaction when you're like you just listen for the crowd? Like, what do you? Because you don't get to see the back end of the play.
Well, I mean, if you hit him good enough, then sometimes when he gets to the ground, you kind of look back and see what happened. You know, make sure that he didn't complete the pass. Because, I mean, if he completes the pass, then I mean, I guess I could have got there quicker.
Yeah.
You know, but I mean, yeah, for the most part, yeah, I guess sometimes, I would say for the most times though, like when you get a big hit. I mean, you know what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you just look behind you and see, real quick. So I saw him intercepted.
So you did see it?
Yeah, I saw it happen.
Okay.
Yeah, so and I saw the hit.
Yeah.
So.
But Dequoy probably wouldn't have seen it.
Nah, probably
play, right?
not at the time.
Yeah.
Probably not at the time.
Yeah.
But if he got up and looked right away, I mean, but more chances are, you're probably on the ground or something, or he's getting his footing again.
Mm-hmm. Your favorite hit from this season, 2025, the best licking you put on someone so far?
I feel like a lot of the bigger hits I get are more like running to the ball.
Yeah.
It's not often where you meet someone just clean in the hole.
Doesn't have to be the biggest, just your favorite hit. Your favorite hit from this year so far. There's so many you can't remember.
Yeah. there's been a good amount. There's been a good amount, but I wouldn't say I have a favorite yet. Not yet, I don't. I have some good licks, what I mean, but the best is yet to come.
Okay.
So
I was gonna start Alouette, but then we went here. I was reading up on your at Sac State, your time playing there.
Yeah.
Did you have a 27 tackle game against Weber State? Did that happen?
Yes, it did happen.
What in the world is going on there? Were you the only guy playing linebacker that day or what?
Yeah, 27 tackles.
27 tackles. That's insane.
Yeah.
Like a typical game is like, you have a good game, you have 4, 5, 6, 7 tackles. 27.
Yeah.
How does that even work?
Well, in American football, it's you get assisted tackles too. So they always weren't all solo. I'm not gonna act like they were solo. But it was a good it was definitely one of them games where you look back and you're like, man, like I really did that, I mean, God did. So
okay, what do you remember about that one though?
Well, I mean, I just remember obviously, going into halftime, I was like, I think I'm like...
like, how many do you think you had at the half?
I mean, at least 13, 14. Yeah, like I remember being tired.
Right.
And I wouldn't say I necessarily get tired a lot in the game, but I remember that game specifically. I remember being tired, like hitting and just being like, man, like your shoulders, your neck a little bit, a little sore. But, I mean, yeah. It was a good game. So
how did it feel after the game? Like, what did you feel like the next morning after you have 27?
I mean, just like I feel right now after these games. It's a brutal.
27?
Yeah, I know.
Come on, that's not. But you're a little bit younger. Like you're not. Yeah, old by any stretch,
I was 20 years old. I mean, so I'm 30 now. So, 10. I don't think no more 27 tackle games are coming, but if they do, I'm ready for them.
Yeah, I don't know that's happening in the CFL just because the field is so wide.
If they do, I'm ready.
Yeah, I know you are.
I'm ready.
I wanted to go into the mindset because, I feel like you guys, it's hard to like label a defense as clutch. Usually clutch is reserved for offensive players, but there's the fumble in the end zone where it looks like you guys are going to take the lead with about 2:30 left.
Yeah.
And then you look around the stadium, everyone's dejected. Everybody thinks it's game over, like it's done. You guys come out. Oakman strips Arbuckle and recovers the ball. All of a sudden, you guys have the ball back at the 21-yard line. Davis scores the go-ahead touchdown, and then the rest is history. Talk to me a little bit about the mindset of going out there and how difficult is it to not be defeated in that moment when even everyone in the building was like, all right, shoot, it's not over, but that's one nail in the coffin.
Yeah, it's definitely like a gut punch, I would say. Yeah. It's one of them times in the game where you just got to really lean on each other. Sometimes you may be seeing some down heads. But it's just about, as a team, understanding that we're never over till it's over. Mm-hmm. I think there's like a crazy stat in the CFL where it's like, the majority of the games are won and lost in the last 3 minutes. Yeah. That's a big difference between the Canadian Football League and the NFL and really any other league, I would say, is that a lot of the games come down to those last 3 minutes. So it's like Coach Maas does a great job of emphasizing, it's never over till it's over. We're never out the game until double zeros on the clock. Mm-hmm. So I think, it was a gut punch, but I think us as a defense, we stepped up when we needed to. We didn't have the best game. We feel like, the best is yet to come for our defense this season. But, we stepped up when we needed to. We made some good plays. Davis made a good play. Everybody did what they're supposed to do. And that's what we pride ourselves in, finishing the game. So as long as we finish, we believe we can beat anybody.
Yeah, I mean, and obviously you had the hard lesson in Vancouver. I know Coach preached a lot of finish, and then to apply the lesson. It must feel good though when you get taught a hard lesson, and sometimes it doesn't come 2 weeks later. Sometimes the exam is like a month later or 2 months later at the end of the season. But it's got to feel good to apply the lesson in your very next game.
Yeah, no, 100%. And that lesson may not come for years later. Maybe later on in your career, where you see something like that happen again, or no, you get beat to this certain route or this certain concept that you've never seen before. Then the next year you see it again and you go make a pick, or like a fumble. There's always something to learn from everything. So that was a hard loss, but like you said, we picked our heads up and we learned what we had to learn. We came out last week and won, and that's what it's about. It's always about improving and getting better every single week, never staying stagnant, never going down. So
is Noel Thorpe funny?
Yeah, he's a comedian.
For real?
Yeah, he's a comedian.
Yeah?
That's a lot of people don't know.
Give me an example.
He's just a funny dude. Like, just the way he be describing some things is just kind of goofy. He's just, he's just like a real down-to-earth dude, great coach, but he's, he could be goofy. We all could be goofy. I think that's about our defense is like, we're all not all uptight all the time. Every guy, we can all relax around each other. We can be goofy around each other. We can be funny. And when it's time to get serious, it's time to get serious, and I think we do a great job of that. So
most goofy, least goofy?
I would say maybe not goofy, but like funny. I mean, a lot of the guys on the D-line are funny, man.
Yeah?
Yeah, a lot
Open funny?
Yeah, he's funny.
Yeah?
He's funny.
Berglund's pretty funny.
Berg's funny. Luau, Corey, they're all funny, man.
But you can only pick one. This is not a, it's not a love fest, Sankey.
Well, I mean, just, they go at it. They go at it in the locker room. They go at it in practice. It's, it's just funny hearing them talk. Like, I know, Najee's funny.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone's cool, man.
Least funny?
Least funny?
I haven't asked. I don't want to throw anybody under the bus. He's a great player, but I'll let you go first.
Least funny?
Yeah.
Well, I want to hear your opinion first.
I don't want to influence you.
You're not going to influence me. I already got it in my mind who it is. So.
Do I believe you? He's a great guy, and we get along great, and I think he's a great player. Bev's not funny.
Bev?
He's not funny.
Sheesh.
Is he?
Bev's
Is Bev
cool.
funny?
Bev's my man. I mean,
but cool and funny, not the same thing.
I mean, he not gonna be cracking jokes every left and right, But I mean, I can say the same about myself. So
I don't think you're not necessarily the funniest. You're not the funniest guy. You just you smile a lot. Like you smile a lot. You always look happy. Let's put it that way.
I'm thankful.
Yeah.
Thankful to be here. I'm blessed to be here. Wow. I mean, that could be a whole other conversation.
Yeah, sure.
I don't want to turn the podcast.
So who were you thinking of? You said you were thinking of someone.
I was gonna say myself. So
no, that's a cop out.
I was gonna say myself.
That's a cop out. That's a cop out.
I'm a team player.
But that's not. It's not negative to not be funny. It's not a bad thing.
Everybody's funny, man.
Oh boy! All right, here we go. One game at a time. Everybody's funny. This is what we're doing on the PodcAls now. All right, let's move. I'm going to take the heat off you. Let's talk about Calgary. Obviously, you played there. Going back there, but I mean that's a couple teams removed for you now.
Yeah.
They're playing well. I mean they're 5-1. Their offense spread the ball around. They like to throw the ball deep. Just what have you made of what you saw from VA? And we'll get into maybe how you approach VA, but that offense in general.
They're in a gel right now. They're explosive. I would say that's probably the best term to describe them. Very explosive. They have some good offensive weapons. VA is a talent himself. Good, an O-line that does their job. I would say that they're just. It's like I don't want to say like a well-oiled machine, but they're doing what they're supposed to do. Like when you take care of something, it does the job right. And I think that all of them are kind of doing what they're asked to do. And they're playing good football. I'm not going to hate on them. I'm not going to undermine them. They're playing really good football. It's going to be a challenge. We're excited. So
with VA, obviously, I mean, we've seen it forever. But even in that game last week on Friday night against Winnipeg, like there's some improvisation that goes into that, and that's a skill.
Yeah.
How do you combat that? You know what I mean? Like, you're maybe I don't want you to give away any of your secrets, like what you do specifically.
It's not a secret to know that he's a athletic, fast, quarterback who wants to get out the pocket and throw. I mean, that's not a secret.
No, but I'm saying how you guys would defend that.
Yeah. I mean, we just gotta stay true to our technique, stay true to our assignment, and play Alouette football. We play Alouette football, we can beat anybody. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, that's not a secret. Great player, great person. But we got business we got to do, and we got to go out there and perform. So, I mean,
they can run the ball too. I mean, Dedrick Mills is a big guy.
Yeah, he's a big running back, stocky running back. We're gonna have. That's why I said we just got to do our job. Like tackle well, fundamentals. Just do the little things right. I think if we do that, I think the outcome will be in our favor for sure.
Speaking of running the ball, one of the other things that I read about you at Sac State is that your junior year you had 2 carries for like 11 yards. You played fullback too?
I played some
two-way Deion Sanders? Running back running back too? Okay.
Fullback and running back.
You have a little different positions with Deion Sanders. You had touchdowns?
Yeah.
I saw 2 carries for 11 yards.
No, I had touchdowns.
Really?
Yeah.
I might have read that.
Yeah, I had like 3 touchdowns in my career.
But hold on. At Sac State?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Come on, man.
I'm just telling you what I read. Your junior year, I saw 2 carries for 11 yards.
After this podcast, pull it up.
I tried. I couldn't find anything anywhere else.
I had a touchdown against Idaho State.
Okay.
And I had
How many yards?
I think it was like a 3-yard touchdown in Idaho, at Idaho State. It's touchdown. Touchdown is a touchdown, man. It's all I see is a TD on the stat sheet.
Sure. If I gave you 10 carries on Thursday, 10 carries behind the Alouettes offensive line going up against Calgary, how many yards do you think you could churn out?
You give me 10 carries, I'm getting you at least 60 yards.
Okay.
I think 60, 70 good yards.
Really?
I think I can. I have a competitive mindset, so I would like to think that it's going to take more than one guy to tackle me.
Fair.
So I would like to think that I'm gonna do my job, and I think 5 yards a carry, 5-6 yards a carry. Behind our O-line, which is a very good O-line. I think, I would say about 60, 70 yards, I would say.
If I got 10 carries, how many yards would I get? Don't forget, I'm absolutely terrified of contact.
Well, just because you said that, I'm going to say about 5 now.
You think I can get 5 yards?
I think if you just honestly if we had our quarterback, Davis, Mac, Evans, whoever, if they just gave you the ball, you just ran straight ahead, I think you can, maybe break 0.1.
You think so?
If you think...
I think I finished negative yardage.
But if you think about it, all you have to do is grab the ball and just run straight into our center. So it's like, if you do that, unless he gets bullied backwards, you can at least guarantee yourself a little bit of a yard. That's why I said I may give you let's maybe say 3 yards.
What did you say initially? 5?
I said 5. I say 5 yards.
I don't know.
All you have to do is run straight ahead.
I know that, but there's times where professional running backs get hit behind the line of scrimmage too.
But then, is that necessarily their fault?
No, it's not their fault.
That's what I'm saying. So if we're talking about our line,
so you think 3? You think 3 yards?
I'll give you
unless Justin Lawrence screws it up, then you.
If J-Law messes up and he gets blasted back into you, then I think you're done.
I might be done after one carry.
I'm gonna trust J-Law.
Yeah.
Even if it was a tush push.
Yeah. I don't want to be at the bottom of that pile.
All you got to do is just hold the ball behind him and run straight. I would give you maybe 5. I'll give you 5 yards.
Okay, 3 or 5. You got to decide.
I'll give you 5 yards.
5 yards. I appreciate.
I'm gonna give you the.
Yeah. Okay. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I believe in
respect,
you,
man. Thank you. 5 yards. Believe in me.
I believe in you.
Half a yard per carry. Lastly, I mean, it's unrelated. You brought it up. How do you feel about the tush push and that some teams want to get rid of it? And
I'm all for old school style of football. I think the game now is, it's just it's developed into something that is just way different from even when I was a kid. It's kind of shying away from contact. It's that era is kind of dead and gone. And I'm all for that. I'm all for crackback blocks, cutting.
Have you because they changed the rule on the crackback blocks, right? Yeah. So how many times does it happen? Like, does it happen like every game?
I've been
where you're like
plenty of times. Yeah.
No, I know, but now does it happen where you're like, I can I can throw one right here and I better not do it. Does that happen all the time
all
now?
the time,
Do guys leave themselves more exposed to it now just because they know they're not? It's probably not.
And
I
would
happen?
say also like a lot of like receivers, you know, they know they can kind of go up and get those balls that were they 10, 15 years ago. You got cracked. Even Tom Brady had an interview where he said that. He said the game now is just different. You know, it's gotten a little bit more soft because you can a quarterback can throw that ball knowing that his receiver 9 out of 10 times, if he gets hit, he's going to get hit. You know, people aren't taking people's helmets off no more. You know, that style is done. So and then on the flip side, as a defender, it's like, so we can't hit him high and we can't hit him low.
You got to hit the sweet spot.
Yeah, quarterbacks, they come and they slide right before you touch them. If you touch them, you get a flag. I mean, it's just a different game. I love it. Love the game of football, but it's so different now. You know, it's upsetting. It's upsetting to see in some ways. It's just kind of different. You know, it's like, man.
It's not easy for the middle linebacker.
Yeah, especially being a middle linebacker. You know, you pride yourself in contact. I mean, and it's like you can't really do that anymore. But oh well. All
good. We adapt. We move on. That's what I'm big on contact too. You know, in the office here, I like to shove some people around. I can't do that anymore. Human resources came to tell me that I'm not allowed to do that.
You can't shove Ali.
You gotta. No, I can't. Oh no, Ali, I don't shove. Hey, I'm not touching that one. But Sam, you know, we like to get into it, and now I can't do it anymore because he complained. Well, too many times.
You could just make sure.
But I'm gonna get the flag.
No, make sure no one's watching.
Yeah, but he'll still go complain.
You complain?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Human resources,
he said he's not going to complain. He's not going to rant.
That's what he says now.
Look, he's made sure to say that loud. No.
I'm going to hit you back.
There you go. Yeah.
I don't want to be hit back, though.
Okay. Because you don't like contact.
I don't like contact.
So with that, I'm giving you 1 yard.
1 yard? So 5-3, 5-1.
Because you're not making me confident no more.
Like, did you look at me and think that I was going to, bounce off of Clarence Hicks and fall forward for the yard?
I was just trying to help you out.
Okay.
I'm always trying to help my teammates and my brothers out.
Okay, how many yards would I get 10 carries in practice against your guys' defense?
Negative.
Oh, right. Yeah,
you were for sure.
So negative. Me and J-Law are going to have a rough go in practice?
Yeah, you guys are. Yeah, we're eating you out. Okay. Our defense is.
I appreciate it. Thanks for the love.
Yeah, man.
Sank, always fun. All the best on Thursday. Thank you for doing this.
I appreciate
it. And we'll see you out in Calgary.
Hey.
That's Darnell Sankey, star middle linebacker for the Montreal Alouettes. And coming up next, we'll wrap up the podcast with the matchup I'm most looking forward to in this game on Thursday night. I'll let you know what that is when we come back.
When you got here, when they made the trade, when you signed this season, you thought you were coming in to back up Davis. It just shows you how quickly things can change in the world of sports.
For sure. It's always a little bit more than you think you're ready for, you know? So I love it. I love the challenge. I love the opportunity. Couldn't ask for a better week to go into a really good team's house who's playing really good football and to get back in the saddle and to lace it up. So I'm excited for the opportunity. I'm excited to deliver for this team. And just taking it one play at a time.
Do you feel like you're better prepared this time at all?
Absolutely. You know, every lesson you learn, you're better prepared each week. So been learning each week, learning how to manage my time, learning how to manage my life here in Montreal, learning how to manage the plays and the playbook, everything in between. So I'm excited for the opportunity against a very good team in their house.
For 3 seasons, I've been hearing how tough Jason Maas's offense is to learn and to comprehend. In layman's terms, is there a Cole's Notes version that would explain to a dope like me what makes it so complex?
I mean, there's no reason I'd give that information. You know, I mean, it's an awesome offense. It's very dynamic. It's very multiple. It's
that's what I'm looking for.
It's awesome. It's varied. It's full of motions. It's full of alignments. It's full of change. It's full of every type of read you can possibly have. It's full of every type of high, low, inside out. You know, it's everything that is an offense. And especially a CFL offense, which has motion and 12 people. So it's a really fun challenge, and every week is mental gymnastics, and I really enjoy it.
Look, this is not your first rodeo. You've been around a long time.
Yeah.
But you do realize, like, you're steering the ship for the next little while.
Yeah, it's exciting, and it feels, that's what's so great about it, is it feels new, right? It's a new team, it's a new opportunity, it's a new experience, it's a new way to feel like how urgent this game is for this team at this time. that lost, one of its good players, one of its emotional leaders, and how can I step up to that opportunity to be the right guy for this team in this moment? It's a daunting challenge and one I look forward to.
How urgent is it for you following the 2 losses?
Yeah, it's very urgent, right? I want this one, and probably more than anybody else on this team wants this one. So I haven't had a win as a starting quarterback with this team yet. Of course, you want to get off to a good start and play against a really team. But it's not about the bigger picture. It's about one play at a time and just chopping wood and delivering consistently over and over for 60 minutes.
Have you focused on anything during those last 2 weeks? Getting that time after the 2 starts, just to maybe look back without the pressure of looking forward to the next game.
Looking at my 2 starts?
Yeah, well,
if you look at my 2 starts, I think there's 4 to 5 plays that I would like back in those games. Other than that, I feel like I played well, but those 4 to 5 plays when it comes from the quarterback positions are critical. So if I can limit those mistakes and make those big punt plays at the right time, it's winning performances. So if I can cut those 4 to 5 to 2 or 3, or even hopefully to 0, play a complete game, that's what I need to do for this team for this week.
And Herb was talking about your level of comfort now, learning the playbook. You mentioned living in a new city, everything. So maybe on a scale of 1 to 10, what's your level of comfort today?
I'm always uncomfortable. If I'm comfortable, I'm not doing it right. So I'm always uncomfortable. So I'm a little bit uncomfortable right now.
And like any quarterback, you don't care if you throw for 100 yards as long as the team wins.
Absolutely, yeah. Like it doesn't matter. Just a dub. A dub's a dub, and it doesn't matter how it comes.
On est de retour au podcast. Merci à Darnell Sankey, très généreux en entrevue, le numéro 1 des Alouettes de Montréal. OK, l'affrontement Stampeders, Alouettes, jeudi soir, RDS, TSN, 98.5 FM, TSN 690 Radio. Toute une rencontre. Les Stampeders, ils jouent quand même du très bon football. Ils ont une fiche de 5-1 à date, sont en première position. Et je vous ai parlé un peu, on va parler des Stampeders, mais je vous ai parlé un peu de l'affrontement dont j'ai hâte de voir. Il y a plusieurs affrontements. T'sais, la ligne défensive, ils ont Clarence Hicks, le numéro 12, qui est très, très bon, contre les bloqueurs des Alouettes. Ils ont le numéro 96, qui est très bon aussi. Il a un très bon début de saison, qui est peu connu, sa 2e saison dans la Ligue canadienne de football, contre l'intérieur de la ligne offensive. Mais c'est pas ça. Moi, mon affrontement, c'est entre un Montréalais et un demi de coin des Alouettes. L'affrontement que je vais surveiller de très très près, c'est le receveur Damien Alford, qui a été le premier choix au total des Stampeders de la Ligue canadienne de football dans le repêchage 2025. C'est lui qui a été drafté premier, contre Kebion Ento, qui est à égalité avec Adrian Green des Stampeders pour le plus grand nombre d'interceptions à date cette saison, avec 3. Évidemment, quand on regarde Alford, un Montréalais qui a joué à Syracuse, 6 pieds 6, 224 livres. Il a connu un match, il y a 2 matchs contre la Saskatchewan, 160 quelques verges sur réception avec 2 touchés. Alford a marqué 5 touchés lors de ses 3 dernières rencontres. Donc, c'est une bête. Il s'appelle le Moose. Donc, vous allez peut-être, j'espère pas voir la célébration, mais si vous écoutez les matchs précédents, vous avez sûrement vu sa célébration. Mais c'est tout un joueur de football, un gros talent. Je pense qu'il a 24 ans, si je ne me trompe pas. Mais c'est un gars avec 300 verges. À date, 5 touchés. Mais comme j'ai mentionné, les 5 touchés viennent lors des 3 derniers matchs. Donc, c'est une des cibles que Vernon Adams Jr. aime vraiment. Il aime lancer les ballons dans les zones profondes, mais très souvent, ça va être à Alford. 2 touchés lors du dernier match contre les Blue Bombers de Winnipeg, contre Kebion Ento. Là, c'est sûr que les demi-défensifs, les demi de coin qui sont un peu plus grands, la majorité de ces joueurs-là sont dans la NFL parce que la NFL, ils essaient de les garder de très près, ces joueurs-là, parce que quand tu es un gros demi-défensif, que tu bouges assez bien, ça a vraiment une grosse valeur dans le football. Kebion Ento a toffé 3 ans d'entraînement avec les Packers de Green Bay. C'était un receveur, vous avez sûrement constaté avec certaines de ses attrapés, dont la semaine dernière. C'est un ancien receveur à Colorado, qui a été converti par les Packers en demi-défensif. Donc, Ento, on a essayé de le développer. On a préféré d'autres joueurs avant lui à Green Bay éventuellement, mais vous avez vu qu'ils l'ont gardé pendant 3 saisons, 3 camps d'entraînement. Donc, c'est une rareté de voir, il y a Jamal Peters à Hamilton aussi, mais c'est rare de voir des grands demi-défensifs dans la Ligue canadienne de football. Et c'est ça qu'on a avec Kebion Ento. Donc, Ento n'est pas 6 pieds 6, il n'est pas 225 livres comme Alford, mais Ento est quand même 6 pieds 2, 6 pieds 3. Et il y a des bras qui sont quand même assez longs. Donc, pour moi, c'est le match-up, l'affrontement que j'ai le plus hâte de voir. C'est Damien Alford, le receveur québécois, contre Kebion Ento, qui est un des meilleurs demi-coins de la Ligue. Et je sais que les receveurs, Alford, ça ne sera pas chaque répétition contre Ento, mais quand ils sont tête à tête, j'ai vraiment hâte de voir ce match-up-là, parce que je pense que ça peut être vraiment un gros affrontement en 2 joueurs qui sont assez robustes et qui ont une certaine des bras quand même assez longs. Donc ça va être tout un combat ça entre ces 2 joueurs. Donc j'ai hâte de voir tout ça. Je sais qu'on parle beaucoup de l'attaque des Stampeders. Ils ont Vernon Adams Jr. qui joue très bien. On a plusieurs receveurs, même avec la blessure à Reggie Beagleton. On a quand même Tevin Jones qui a fait le camp d'entraînement l'an passé avec les Alouettes, qui a été retranché. On avait gardé Charleston Rambo à la place en 2024. Connaît une bonne saison. On a Jalen Philpott, le frère de Tyson, donc je ne l'ai pas mentionné au tout début, mais Tyson Philpott ne jouera pas cette semaine, selon Jason Maas. On a Eric Brooks, un autre receveur qui est quand même assez bon. On a Damien Alford, puis il m'en manque un. Je vais y penser. Là, ça me gosse un peu. Sam va nous trouver la réponse. Parce que j'ai un blanc de mémoire. Mais, c'est quand même des receveurs, un groupe de receveurs qui sont capables de on a Dominic Rhymes, excuse-moi, mais oui, la grosse prise pendant les agents libres. Dominic Rhymes aussi, un vétéran de la Ligue qui a plus de 1000 verges une couple de fois. Donc, on a Rhymes, on a Brooks, on a Alford, on a Philpott et on a Jones comme receveur. Il y a Dedrick Mills, très bon porteur de ballon. Vernon Adams joue quand même du bon football. Ils ont le Québécois Christophe Fortin qui joue en ce moment à cause de blessures comme centre. On a Christine Canou, un autre Québécois qui joue comme bloqueur à droite. Beaucoup de Québécois dans l'entourage des Stampeders. On a un Ben Labrosse en défensive. On a un Ludovic Choquette demi à l'attaque. On en a plein. Il y a un paquet de Québécois avec les Stampeders. Donc, c'est sûr qu'on les suit de très près. Mais c'est quand même une attaque qui va très bien. Mais en défensive, on n'en parle pas beaucoup, juste parce qu'il n'y a pas vraiment de gros noms sur cette défensive-là. Il y a Flo Arimolade qui est très bon. Ils ont des très bons joueurs. Mais si on regarde, ils ont des joueurs qui sont à leur première ou deuxième saison, qui sont peu connus à travers la Ligue canadienne de football, mais qui ont des bonnes saisons. Mais si je regarde la défensive des Stampeders, ils sont premiers pour les revirements. Les points sur les revirements aussi sont premiers pour les points alloués par match en moyenne à 18,5. Donc, il va falloir protéger le ballon. C'est eux autres qui ont le plus d'interceptions en tant qu'équipe cette saison. Donc, pour McLeod Bethel-Thompson, pour l'attaque des Alouettes, le défi, et c'est comme ça, c'est drôle de le mentionner parce qu'on le fait à tous les semaines, mais il faut protéger le ballon. Il faut absolument protéger le ballon et c'est quelque chose que Bethel-Thompson a quand même bien fait dans ces 2 matchs et demi. Oui, il a lancé 2 interceptions, mais quand même, il y en avait une qui était déviée. Donc, je pense que c'est une autre bonne semaine de pratique pour Bethel-Thompson. C'est sûr que c'est quand même un gros défi qui s'en vient, mais on parle du corps arrière qui a été 2e pour les passes de toucher l'an passé. Donc, c'est sûr, il l'a mentionné en entrevue cette semaine, il faut qu'il joue à un niveau supérieur, mais selon ce qu'on continue de voir, il joue quand même bien à la pratique, pendant les pratiques, et c'est un gars qui a été champion de Coupe Grey, c'est un gars qui a très bien performé, même l'an passé, à l'âge de 36 ans. Là, il vient d'avoir 37 un peu plus tôt ce mois-ci. j'ai confiance que McLeod Bethel-Thompson va revenir en force pour ce match sur la route contre les Stampeders. 21h ce match entre les Alouettes et les Stampeders jeudi soir. Moi et Sam, on quitte pour Calgary avec l'équipe mercredi matin. Donc, ça va être un beau voyage à Calgary et on espère revenir avec la victoire. N'oubliez pas, on a 2 matchs à domicile qui s'en viennent tôt le mois d'août. On a le 2 et le 8 août. Le 2 contre les Rough Riders de la Saskatchewan. Le 8 contre les Elks d'Edmonton. Le 8, c'est un match hommage aux Expos. Andre Dawson et plusieurs autres anciens Expos vont être sur place pour vous rencontrer, pour signer des autographes. Donc, assurez-vous d'être sur place pour ces 2 matchs-là. Visitez le goalsgo.com pour acheter vos billets. Merci beaucoup tout le monde. Merci à Sam pour tout son bon travail derrière la caméra. Tu veux-tu venir saluer le monde, Sam? Ça te tente-tu? Tu veux-tu venir? Salut, Sam. Merci, mon chum.
Salut, Joey. Merci, mon chum.
On se voit demain à Calgary, mon Sam. OK. Bonne fin de semaine. Bon football, tout le monde. Et on se recroise dans une semaine. Merci beaucoup.